Hey now. Hello. Hello. What is up? Hey you. Beep beep beep. Yep yep. Woo. Hey now. Hollow Notes. Man Eater. We actually went to Spirit of Halloween and I saw these hats there. And I was like, is this hat different than the one I have? But on closer inspection, no. Just the same. Ah, boy, I was watching Halloween 4. An AMC favorite. Hello there, Captain. Or non-cap. Texas. Not much. Been watching movies all day for the most part, which is a pleasant change from running around. Uh, I was watching a movie last night that it was really cool off Shudder. It's called Extraordinary Tales, and it's little animated versions of Edgar Allan Poe stories, but it's got like Bela Lugosi who's narrating Telltale Heart. So and it's all animated and stuff, and then Christopher Lee was doing the Fall of the House of Usher. It's really cool. Yeah, I didn't see any. I did see a cool the Trick or Treat Sam. I figured it was like $45. It was ceramic looking. It was really cool looking, but I just don't have no don't have no room for anything other than movies. Maybe once in a while, but not very often. And of course, I turned on Facebook and saw that the Vinegar Syndrome stuff was on. Um, I mean, quite a quite an expensive purchases, so I had to get Texas Chainsaw 2. And of course, some Paul Nashy, man, like the top tier Paul Nashy. Werewolf Shadow or Werewolf versus Vampire Woman. I really, really love that movie. I think it's awesome. And I got Dana some Don't Open Till Christmas. Now, I did see Blood Delirium. I really never liked. I've watched it once completely. It took me that long to watch it. Obviously, the previous versions have been quite crappy. It's not too bad. It's like a British version. It has a very similar tone to Pieces, because some of the guys were, but no, sir, I will not. You got a mute button. You can shut me up real easy just getting mute. But Blood Delirium, I never cared for, but maybe some people would, but it just didn't. Now this one is interesting about Moon of the Wolf. It was a TV movie, and I was watching Master Chaos's stream earlier, and of course, he was reminding everybody that basically this came out on the Brentwood sets. Every set had Moon of the Wolf because it was a TV movie, and I guess uh, it was maybe it's public domain. I don't know. Yeah, it's tempting. I spent $116 just on those three titles, so a little bit more. I could have got this and Blood Delirium, but you know, no. Usually we're not. We did spend Halloween, or not Halloween, but we got a Halloween party back in like 2014 at some place where they live, and it was out of control. Can't do that anymore, or I'd probably die. But no, I don't want to dress up like nobody. Oh, I was referring to the clip of you. Yeah, I don't like the clip of me either. Uh, hey Austin, maybe. I would say if they come out with a like a box set of all the Night of the Demons movie, they would do that. Even though Night of the Demons 3 is not that good. Would you how what would you rate Cat 3 Rate by an Angel? Well, Jack Frost nipping at my nose. Uh it is insane. I know I've watched more than one cuz there's like 4 of them and the first one is really insane. So I'd have to give it pretty high rating for a Cat 3 movie because of how insane it is. And if you watched it, you know there's a couple things about it that's super insane. Red, yeah, yeah. I mean, I was a big USA Network watcher back in the mid '90s, and that's where it came on. So yeah, I knew about it, but I don't think I've ever watched the sequel. Ah, oh, I sounded like Angela there from Night of the Demons. Yeah, absolutely, or maybe 10. But yeah, but I just don't think it has. It's not a very strong entry, so I don't know if it can survive on its own. Savini or Svengoolie or Joe Bob? That's a hard question. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I guess I would go to Joe Bob, but I like Svengoolie a little bit. Oh yeah, Up All Night was the shit. Uh, I didn't really watch a lot of Gilbert Gottfried versions of it on. I mostly watched Rhonda Shear for obvious reasons. Well, I'm sure eventually everything will get Blu-ray or 4K, especially these crazy titles because they know we're going to buy them. Svengoolie all the way. Yeah, I'm gonna try to watch some more Svengoolie. I watched a little bit. I gotta get rid of this hat because my head's killing me. But let me just get the hell removed. But yeah, man, it was some. I was like, damn, damn. And I put a couple posters back from my collection of some how or I guess some movies I watched this October. The first movie I watched was I had the new Frankenstein Universal 4K. And I mean, it looked all right for that. I mean, I don't know. I think Dracula looked better on 4K. I don't know, but I like the 4K has a lot of extras. Usually they don't put any extras on the 4K. They'll just put a put that all on the Blu-ray. But yeah, there was a lot. Uh, oh yeah, yeah. That happens quite a lot here of me yelling at that dog because he's a barker and it drives me nuts. Well, the original Svengoolie was before this guy, and I don't remember the specifics, but yeah, this guy's been around since the '80s. Uh, Rick Katz, I don't know. Have you ever seen the Japanese classic Suicide Club? I believe I have, but it's been so many years I don't remember much about it. Is it? Do they have a scene where a bunch of little schoolgirls jump on, like in the train tracks or something, or subway tracks? There was another one called something Suicide Circle or something. Maybe I'm not remembering it properly. Yeah. Hopefully it's not edited like the one I was watching on YouTube. Ah, I I can't remember how many Ghoulies I've seen. Hello, Radkins with Tom Atkins. Uh oh, Beverly Hills Cop is up in here. Hey, thanks, bud. These are $20 specs. My boss gave me a $20 gift card for Christmas the other year, and I spent them on these. Yeah, and I like that he's doing a bunch of stuff um, for Halloween instead of just doing a fucking regular shows. They should do that. Well, there is a cable service called like Friendly or something, or not a streaming service where it costs like $6 a month and you get a bunch of just a handful of channels, and one of them is MeTV, Matt. So I mean, you could actually get it uh, that way if you wanted to. If you have an extra $6. There's I mean the Criterion put out a really good Japanese movie called The Cure, which I have some memory of it, and I kind of liked it. And there was another one called Another Heaven, which is pretty good. He does riff. He's a riffer. The hell is MTV? Christopher V. Do I have any screen? Not really. Dana, I bought some stuff for Dana it's not stream or stream screen use props. Ugh. Yeah, I was trying to look for something. I had a token for one of the peep shows at 42nd Street. I'm sure that was used. Yeah, I mean, cable companies do have it, but I got rid of cable years ago. Got an antenna and bought a device called a HD Home Run, so I can plug that into the antenna and then have it on my network, and also have use a DVR on one of my computers. No, I haven't seen Forrest of Love. Is that like Flavor of Love with Forrest Gump? But I'll try to check it out if I can. I mean, wow, that's cool. I want the unicorn. Yeah. Oh, okay, right. Yes, my guess is VHS 99, but I'm not 100% sure that that's even finished. But that would be my guess. But other than that, I haven't a clue. I'm gonna try to stay up. I got my Ghost Bubblicious drink. Yeah, I'll be honest with you about the Munsters. I've only watched maybe an hour of it, and it's way too long. But it is refreshing to watch a Rob Zombie movie that doesn't have fuck or cocksucker every 5 minutes. So I kind of, I mean, honestly, I was watching. I was like, man, this is, kind of like it for that. Um, I, you know, I don't know though. I mean, it's kind of definitely colorful. I heard that he wanted to do it in black and white, but for some reason they said no, so he just went crazy with the neon colors. So, well, Matt's only getting three channels. I'm getting more than that, but I usually don't watch in much of them. Well, thanks, Jack. I'll definitely take one of those film recommendations. Always can. No, I do not, and I don't plan on getting it, Austin. I'm not a those. I have parts. I have like a Blu-ray that came out in Canada. It had like I think it had 6 H2O and Resurrection, and I'm good with that. I don't need to upgrade. I'm not crazy about that. So nah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, people crazy about some of these movies, and I watched. I can't. Is that the one with Patty Duke? If it is, it's bad. Or is that the next generation? No, that's or Evil Escapes. It's kind of hard to kind of keep track of all those Amityville movies. They kept on making them, but I did get some movies in. I actually spent a bunch of money for uh, no good reason. Six is okay. I don't hate six. I like some of the craziness of it with the storytelling, but yeah. Oops. Yeah, well, I mean, we're getting streaming shit. I have Sling. And that cost me 45 something dollars. So I mean, by the time I add everything up, I'm paying more than I would for cable. Most likely, I'm sure it's not a. Ah, yeah, we'll see. Halloween 5 is rough, definitely. Oh, lovely! It's a family movie. Well, one movie I'm gonna try. I'm gonna cheat tomorrow and watch uh, Police Story 3. Got this. I had this pre-ordered like fucking months and months ago. Yeah, man, that the masks in some of those movies. I mean, it was so ridiculous how stupid they couldn't get the mask right, and that's one of the worst ones, I think. Oh yeah. Well, I did. No, let's see. What was that? Was a Japanese movie I watched earlier. Oh, here we go. Speaking of Hong Kong, Angel Heart, nice. I did promise everybody something. I got three things here, so that link will get you a Cat 3 movie that we talked about last week. So if you want to download it, I don't know how if it's a limited thing or it definitely only lasts a week. So nothing. Rarely things are as perfect as Police Academy 4. Yeah, I haven't either. It's not open yet. I want to open it up soon. And let me make sure I get some more things here. Uh, let's see. No, I didn't get the house. I mean, uh, I'm just not. They're not one of my big movies that I want to watch. Or I wish we had video stores where you could go rent it and watch it, but you can't. So it's like, Dana Land. All right, here's another. Here's another one. Here's another link that you can download a Spanish Giallo from 2017. I won't say it's great, but it's uh it's very colorful. Like House 3, the horror show or whatever it was called. Or is it? Yeah, I think it was called Horror Show. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it really fit the title. I mean, I think, they changed the title, but, you know, it wasn't too bad. I liked House 2. I thought it was a fun. I watched it at the theater when it came out. What did I think about Alice, Sweet Alice? I mean, I like it. I probably need to watch it again. I know Dana got the new Blu-ray of it. And let me give you one more little link. Wow, this has got a bigger link. I need to see if this link works because something here. Okay. Here's a link to a film that I watched earlier today. I don't know why the link is different size. Um, oh, you're welcome, Dirk. I mean, I rented videos back in the day forever, so you're welcome. It's very weird. Yeah, I actually didn't watch Ghost Story or watch it all the way through until in the last 5 years or so. Yeah, I used to watch that. It used to be on TV a lot, but of course it's a lot. Obviously, I want to watch it uncut. Now, the last link I gave you is from a film that Mondo Macabre is going to release. The version I have is called Satan's Pit. It's also called Ghost of the Hunchback, and also House of Terror. It's a Japanese film, but the version I have is dubbed into Italian, but it does have subtitles for 95% of it. So, yeah, House 4 used to be on the Joe Bob's Drive-In on the movie channel quite a bit. Yeah, good winter stuff. So, Universal, they have their own little site that sells movies called like Groover, Gurv, and they had a sale, and then when you sign up again, you can get like so much percent off. But they have a decent sale, so I went ahead and got the thing for like $12 or something. And then I know people don't like this one, but I kind of do. So I got this Van Helsing as well to replace both to replace some Blu-rays. Let's see here. Yes, sir. I got the Blu-ray that came out somewhere. I got it from Diabolic. I saw it years and years ago. Um, I think that movie is underrated. I mean, it's no classic, but it does have that Italian late '80s feel. So I really dig it. Yeah, I mean, I mean, nothing lasts forever, and definitely, I think Hong Kong freedom lasted longer than I thought it was going to. So I mean, it lasted 20 something years after 1997. So, but you know, yeah, the thing I saw the thing. Dana has the copy of it, but I thought, well, if I can get it for this cheap, I'm gonna go ahead. Uh, Ruby's Bucket of Blood. I've watched some of Bucket of Blood with Dick Miller, but I haven't watched it all. Christopher V, is Vortex any good? Yeah, I have not checked out Vortex, and I'm not really sure if it's my type of thing. I went through the Kino sale and I didn't find anything. I mean, uh, no, I don't think I have actually seen any of the guinea pig movies because I don't know. I'm sure now that they're not. They looking back on them, they probably are not as rough as they had appeared. You know, not as gross. But I mean, I guess people kind of, or I put them up in my head like they're like really over the top disgusting shit. But I'm sure it's not the case. But yeah, well, I mean, they made a deal. I don't know if it's the UK's. You know, they made a deal with China, so I guess they had to abide by it. So, well, Nightmare Beach is a good one. Uh-uh. Watched that several times. That was on USA Up All Night. One more I got two things from Diabotic from Jesse. That's insane. The news, or actually, I got this. Yeah, I did. They had an Arrow sale on there, and I didn't pay too much for this. I forgot. I probably paid $30 or something for the Steel Book of True Romance. Now, let me get me a drink here before I show you this last one. If anybody listened to our Eurocult podcast, we had a pretty good discussion on this last movie, or this film, and I wasn't looking for anything, and I just happened to see this was out, and I was like, "Are you crazy? This film is out on Blu-ray," and it is. It's the incredible Fatal Frames, winner of the Lucio Fulci Special Award. It failed the test. And I'll be honest, I put it in just to check it out, and it does look a lot better than the DVD. First of all, it's anamorphic, that helps. But yeah, it definitely it's some improvement over the DVD. It was like $25. It is. If you've never seen it, it's a a bunch of people made it as a tribute to Giallo films, and it's a little bit burnt pizza, but it's got so much good stuff in it. It's really entertaining. That would be a big no. Hold on one second. It's on Diabolic. Yeah. No, I hate fucking Conquest. I don't. I watched it one time. Mud People. I just didn't see the point of any of it. You definitely do, Darren. Maybe your buddy over there, because I don't know. It's from the UK, or not from the UK, but from Europe of some sort. I can't read it, but but it is a region A, B, and C, so you don't need any special player to play it. Well, that sucks, Jack Frost. It really does. It's one of the worst films he ever did, and that includes, Dracula 3D. But I mean, each his own. It may appeal to some people. Yes, Matt, that is the case. Fatal Frames is a so bad it's good movie. It was made by a music video director, and it features his wife, who basically has like multiple music videos throughout the film and sings and has some weirdness going on. So it's kind of a vanity project or a vehicle for her. But yeah, it almost has, you almost want to like it just because of, how much work they're putting into it. Well, I don't know. It's also the last movie, like, of a few people. It's like the killer. Donald Pleasance is in it. I think he left, or he went back to the States or something, or he just went back home and passed away. So they had to kind of write him out of the picture and use somebody else's voice for that. So yeah, it's quite a film. So that was my big expenses, other than the ones I've done earlier. No, I haven't seen that one. I'll probably wait until it comes out at home. I'm not. We're gonna go I'm gonna go see Black Adam is the next movie I'm gonna go see at the theater, and then Dana's got tickets for Dawn of the Dead 3D. So we're gonna go see that in late October. Yeah, I saw it. I mean, it's pretty good from my memory, but it's been years and years. Uh, I don't know. I think I have an idea of the twist, but obviously I don't want to spoil it if I'm right, or say it if I'm wrong. No, no, I didn't see it in the theaters. I saw it on the VHS. I got a poster signed by with shoot Kevin Tenney, and then the lovely lady who plays Angela. I'll be honest, I've seen a lot of that movie over the years, just checking it out. Amelia Kincaid, I remembered her name. And I saw that he's remaking Magic, but I don't know if I've ever watched it all the way through, to be honest. So maybe one of these days I'll watch it. They should have made a remake of Magic with like Lester and was it Lester and Leroy? The back in the 80s, 70s and 80s. That would have been awesome. Oh, I guess I didn't pay enough attention to that movie. Oh yeah, yeah. I got the old Anchor Bay movies years and years ago. I'll make a note of that, and I think I have a copy of it somewhere. A little bit red. I mean, obviously I'm just answering questions or answering stuff. Yeah, she's hot. Her head's kind of big though, but I have a big head. But what was my favorite TV show of the '80s? I don't know. Maybe Miami Vice. Uh, I don't know. I watched everything back then. My whole life was on TV, basically based on TV. My parents hated me because I would just take over the TV. Otherwise, I had to go in my bedroom and watch on my black and white TV for most of my youth. I think most of it, all of it. Still have a ton of DVDs, but I'm having to get rid of them because that area back here does not hold all of them, and she actually has a whole room or a big thing out in the other. Willie and Leroy, Willie and Lester. Yes, yeah, that would have been a better Magic, and you could have William Gurgler do it about the time he did Abby. That would have been crazy. But I mean, I like today. I watched Frankenstein, and then I watched the Ghost of the Hunchback, the Japanese kind of gothic movie. It does have a lot of gothic themes in it, like a Black Sunday a little bit as far as the atmosphere and stuff. So it's kind of cool on that front. Um, then I watched the Oblong Box, which is an Edgar Allan Poe movie from like '69 with Vincent Price, which I had never watched this one. It's got almost like a slasher because dude at certain point in the movie a dude just goes around in a red mask and just kills a bunch, slashes people and stalks them and stuff. So that was interesting to see something like that. It was all right. Obviously, I think it's not one of the uh, bigger Poe movies. I think it might have came out on Blu-ray recently. But I mean, as the films or the posters behind me, obviously going to watch Night of the Demons and Night of the Demons 2. I think both of those are really good. Obviously, the first one is the superior one, but the second one's a lot of fun. Suspiria. And I always want to watch Inferno as well, just because of the. I don't know. It's just a movie you can put in background, just let it go. And then the one with my big head. If you can't read it, it's Countess Dracula with Ingrid Pitt. So I'm gonna watch some more of Hello, Dana. Watch some more Hammer films. And then over here is the print I got at the Alamo Draft House in Austin, Texas, of the Beyond. I don't remember who purchased what. Maybe. Oh yeah, it does. It looks really good. I don't even know if you can approve on that transfer. Also, I mean, if you look at the Shout Factory site, there is a October or a Halloween sale, and they still have copies. I don't think they got. I don't know if they have copies of Night of the Demon, but they have like My Bloody Valentine steelbook for like I think it's $15. It's something crazy. Let's see here. Do do do. What? I didn't close that window, did I? No. There we go. Uh, I don't know what I looked at. Stupid. Let's see. I mean, uh, I was gonna buy Battle Beyond the Stars, but the steelbook for $15. But I just since I didn't spend $200 over the last 2 weekends together on Vinegar Syndrome, I probably not. But I also got this one copy or thing with fucking little thing of Sybil Danny, which is fucking rocking. Nice. Eh, I don't know. For some reason, I don't think I liked it, but my taste. Let's see. Chamber of Horrors is awesome. It's a really cool. It's almost like a slasher from 1966, and they got this horror horn and stuff. So before something shocking, they'll flash some colors and have a horn go off so you can close your eyes. Obviously, it's nothing crazy now. Devil Rides Out is another one I should have wanted to get. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I don't. Maybe I think Dana may have it already. So you have the Entity Blu-ray. Oh boy. I had the VHS of Shush! Brain Scan. I know it's out. Evil's pretty good. I mean, it's nothing big, but it's entertaining. It's on a double feature. Get that little girl out of here. Brando! Oh, God. Oh, I'm going to get the water hose. Legend of Hell House. I definitely watch that every Halloween. American Gothic, is it worth it? In my opinion, no. But you may want to check someone who can champion the film to kind of sell it to you. But I didn't think so. Also have like the Motel Hell, but I mean, didn't that for $15 in Steelbook? That's not bad. If I don't know if it's I don't know if it came. This is it. Yeah. My Bloody Valentine, $15 steelbook, and it looks really. That's the best it's ever looked. Ever gonna look. Evil Dead or Blind Dead movie. Hey! No more. Come on. Be good. I think this is the worst one though. Night of the Seagulls. So this one's awesome. For $10. Um, Night of Sorcerers is this like crazy vampire chicks in Africa. It's insane. Uh, Lorelei's Grasp is a really really good kind of creature. Well, creature. Young women are turning up dead, torn to pieces. I mean, look, this is insane. It's got Jumpin' Jack Taylor in it. That's what you get when you have 5 dogs. And it's a short movie, too, so. Lovely. I don't know. I guess there's 4 members now in there, kinda. Garrett. Well, since I don't do that, no, but maybe Wes will. See that head? I mean, Wes may do that, but I'm not. I've not watched all Monsters, so I don't have any. I can't give a final word yet, but I mean, obviously, I probably wouldn't buy it. I haven't seen the new Jeepers Creepers because I'm not that interested. Um, but but yeah, I mean, talking about Halloween lists. I mean, I'm gonna definitely go back to my Universal stuff. Usually, near Halloween, I watch the Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Also, over the last few years, my Halloween night thing is to watch House by the Cemetery. Yeah, I watched it again. Joe Bob had it on the drive-in, and so I watched it there and really enjoyed it. I hadn't watched it since I bought the disc. But let me. I gotta run for a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Body functions call. Oh. Well, I mean, I have whatever they put out on Blu-ray. I think they called it the Cabal cut, didn't they? Or maybe I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. Yeah, I do too. I mean, something about the ending where Decker is brought back to life and the priest is like. So yeah, it is. There's something I like that ending, but I like this one too. Of course, I didn't get the. I don't think I only got the one with the new cut. I didn't. I didn't. They didn't. I didn't get the super duper one. I think, but yeah. Uh, I was really hoping they would come out with that new Beyond 4K. Um, but apparently that's just going to be a theatrical thing. I'm sure it's going to come out, um, you know, at some point. So that I got the Shameless. Shameless put out an edition a couple years ago, remastered version of the Beyond, and it did look good, but it only had stereo audio. You know, even the Anchor Bay. I'm pretty sure the Anchor Bay DVD had like crazy 7.0 or some 7.1 or some craziness back in the day. Eh, so that sucked when I got that. I was like, fuck. It did look a little bit better. I'm not sure if it looked better than the Grindhouse version. Oh man. Well, I did see the transfers out there. There's a special site called Rare Lust that has all the Men Behind the Sun HD transfers, I believe. So I know Massacre Video was putting them out, but I don't know. I didn't really look into it. There are definitely some crazy films. Of course, I don't know if I was trying to. I watched. I watched. I don't know if I watched all of them. But I definitely watched the first one, and I do remember watching some of the other ones. But of course, the first one I think is the best one. I know Dana's got a schedule coming up. Yeah, I do too. I have the Era Blu-ray still, and it looks good enough for me. I mean, it's not a top tier Argento. I mean, at least in my eyes, but I really like it. So, and of course, it's classic. Uh, it's crazy that was from that 20th Century Fox released it here in the States. But do I like the Mutilator? Yeah, I guess. I know that they're actually filmed a sequel to it. Buddy Cooper filmed the sequel to it. It was pretty cool back years ago. Buddy Cooper was selling a bunch of original uh, uh, posters from the Mutilator, and I got one for Dana, and asked him to sign it for her and stuff. It's kind of cool. Does have a little hole in it from like a moth or something eating it on it, because these were literally in his garage apparently. He had the Fall Break one too. I think I got her the Fall Break one. Yeah, I got her the Fall Break version of the poster. Society. I don't have a physical copy of that, but it's not one I would pull out a lot. But I don't know. Also, this before I forget, as well as some of the speaking of Paul Naschy, some of those films for Halloween, um, especially the one they're going to release. If I can get it in time, I do have an HD copy of it. Werewolf Shadow or Werewolf versus Vampire Woman. And then the Mexican films like Cemetery of Terror and Grave Diggers, Grave Digger or whatever the hell it's called. They're both on Shutter now, and I believe they're on Tubi. But man, those are fun. Especially Gravedigger is kind of like a weird version of Friday 13th. Yeah, I don't remember any blood in that either. Just a lot of bodies. No, I did watch it again, and I really didn't. I didn't like it. So, I mean, there's one of those films where I rented it back in the day and didn't. It didn't make that much of an impression. Obviously, you probably couldn't see a lot being on VHS, but but I think I might cut out here in a sec. One thing I was going to say, I probably won't do a show next weekend, but I thought about doing a Vaughn live screening, Vaughn Live TV. I did these a couple years ago, and did them on a regular basis for a little bit, but then it got kind of tiring. I was streaming like three movies or something. Yeah, I mean, I like if you haven't, I like I don't, that's not a crazy bad movie, but I like stuff like A Night to Dismember. That's a horrible film, but I kind of like it. I don't know why. This seems like a weird documentary style. I don't know. It's just a nut job movie. Well, at least you're getting your money's worth. Because hopefully, yeah. God, ain't nothing like buying something and getting it in a shitty transfers. Nice. Watchers 2. What was I talking about? Vaughn live screening. So what I was going to show is I have some copies of some like horror hosted stuff. I got one that's a Commander USA showing the Ghost Galleon, which is a Blind Dead movie, and probably a Sammy Terry, one of his. He was a horror host in Indiana, Indiana. So I thought I might show one or two, at least two, one of each of those guys, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe one of these Halloween compilation things that they put out. I have a couple of them. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. Let me see if I can find this one thing that I usually watch as well. You might be able to still get it. I'm not sure. Streaming on Discord? I don't know. Let me look into that. Maybe I'll do that instead. I don't know. I'll have to see how that works. I'll make sure that put it on the Dead Pit and Dead Pit fans YouTube. Yeah, I might check that out. Yeah, the Rafe Blu-ray looks really good. The soundtrack is awesome. But this came out from Something Weird Video years ago, and it's got like this really weird interactive menu, but you can't hardly. You have to kind of click around the screen to find the next options, but you can just go through it. If you watch something, you can just hit the next button on the remote and see it. All right, that'd be appreciated there, Ratkins. Maybe we'll just do that. We'll see. I'm not sure about that. But pretty fun. And then, I don't know how much it is now. It was pretty cheap back in the day. Maybe, man. Last time I saw anything, it was $10, but I probably gave more than that because I bought it a little bit earlier than that. But I'm gonna take a siesta. I'm sure. I thought that came out, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm gonna take a siesta. I guess is that what I say, or an exit? But check the Facebooks, and I'll let you know. Probably be the week after next. Ratkins, LOL, Johnny Doe. Yep, we'll be recording another podcast tomorrow of a newer film, a newer European film called I don't know. What am I doing, pal? I'm getting the fuck off, pal. I'm getting off. Getting off this channel, pal. Is it Timberland? I don't know what I'm doing, pal. But I will see you guys later. Peace.
Up your butt.
Like, subscribe, and if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a if you do.
I want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that, pal.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe.
No, Halloween 4 is not my favorite. I guess favorite after 3.
It's Old Curly Jaws has a message for you. Go on over to shop.deadpit.com and go look at their Team Public store right now. We've got some new shirts like the Old Curly Jaws official t-shirt, which is brutal and badass. You got the Yummy Gummy shirt with the captain himself on the shirt. You got Uncle Bill's face on a fucking shirt. You got the Final Girl shirt. You got all these shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Get them before they're all out, especially the new one, Bedtime 1039. It doesn't get better than that, so go on out. Check out these shirts at shop.deadpit.com. Go look at their Team Public store. You're going to have a good old time. Get them all!
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. Deadpit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows and fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.